It is week 8 of CFL, and we are in prime time with a marquee matchup here in Philadelphia. Trying to remain kind of not far behind the Bills is the hope, as we almost gave up a big return there. Out comes Jalen Hurts. Eagles have been a good regular season team for a while, though they had a... Oh shoot, it messed up that. Okay. I checked like so much of this stuff, and of course the one thing I didn't look at is the other thing they messed up. But no, CPU messed up a lot of my depth chart. Let's actually see if these are right too. Yeah. Okay. So I think that's fine. White, Elliott, Batty, Barmore, Elliott, Batty, Phillips Brothers. Yeah. Okay. So we'll use our Antonio Johnson for a play, I guess, and then he'll be out as he forces a cutback. What the heck? What is that? The just perfectly played run, and it's going to result in a touchdown because of like 3 missed tackles. What the heck was that? I mean, I cannot play this any better. I completely just ruin what they're trying to do here. Shoot the gap, force him in. 3 guys there, 4 guys now. Can't bring him down. Then a 5th. Gonzo gets stiff-armed. It's a 1-play touchdown. 5 broken tackles by Ollie Gordon on the first play. So, gonna be one of those games. Haven't played from behind very much this season. Our only loss against the Texans was a pretty close one for most of the game, and then just a couple turnovers at the end turned it into a 10-point loss. But we were, I think, it was a tie game, and we were in their territory, I think, in the 4th quarter, maybe late 3rd. Okay, 1st and 10. T-Mac will get the first down. And I'm already wondering if there's another part of the depth chart messed up. You know, that's interesting. I thought it was... Yep, so there he goes. That was messed up. They put T-Mac in there, so I don't know what's going on. But no, it's interesting to think about. I mean, in retrospect, I just kind of didn't make a big deal of like, oh, we'll put Antonio Johnson in there for 1 play. The guy who should have been there was Juwan Bentley, and if he's in there, he's probably a better... he's certainly a better tackler. He's a bigger guy. You're talking about a 250-pound linebacker versus a 215-pound DB. I mean, it's totally possible that Bentley would have made that tackle that Johnson missed. So, I mean, you could say that EA just like gave the Eagles a free 7 points by messing up the depth chart. T-Mac, how do you drop that, bro? It's going to be one of those games. It's going to be one of those games. Oh my God, this is horrible. All right, 3rd and 6. Pimpton's got the first. And we got an injury. Braden Smith heads to the locker room, so we'll see CB Nixon. He'll probably get hurt, so then we'll see Brandon Crenshaw. I just feel like this is... Man. We're going to try it again. Since they robbed us of the 1. I can read your 0 coverage. Oh, hopefully he's just getting a breather. I guess I'm checking with the training staff. Holy cow! I mean, a wide open alley, but Jalen Carter just reaches through and snags May before he can get into it. A 4-yard loss. And still no sign of Titaroa McMillan. So 2nd and 14. We need you in on this play, my guy. 3rd and 10. Let's try to get some field goal range here. They could be blitzing. Oh, man. Alley's there, but they win their one-on-ones. I don't like it. I'm gonna take the delay and punt. I mean, we've seen us barely make like 52-yard field goals even when I get good power on it. So, really just tough start to this game. I feel like I'm playing... Oh, I missed the punt. Other than the punt, though, I feel like I've been playing well. Certainly defensively, can't think of anything to do better. Offensively, the drop cost us about 15 yards, and you give us that, we're well into field goal range. And then just kind of bad luck on the read option. I read it right. I picked where I mean, you saw the end came crashing in. So 2nd and 9 now. Hurts gives to Gordon. I kind of over pursue. CPU makes a tackle. 3 plays, 3 carries for Gordon. And here comes the first pass, or at least first drop back for the Eagles on 3rd and 8. Hurts will signal to Gordon out wide, and he's got some time. He's going to run, and he's going to get 1 yard. Browns over Ravens, I feel like, is a good thing for us, because even though the Browns are theoretically a bigger threat with a little bit better record, the Ravens have Lamar coming back in a couple weeks, so they could hypothetically go on a run. And I think long term they could be the bigger threat. Hopefully we shouldn't be worried. It's probably not a good thing that I'm as worried about making the playoffs as I am. That's a first down? Okay. Actually, that's not really good. I'd rather have 2nd and inches, get a free shot, and then turn around and if you don't get it, just, run it for the first down. Now 1st and 10, you really can't afford to waste plays. 2nd and inches, you can afford to waste plays if you throw an incompletion deep, you'll just pick it up on 3rd and inches. But there's a good run. Like that. RPO to the little receiver who's behind the big receiver. That's a classic in my offense. Something Xavier Worthy and either Michael Pittman or Riley Mahan. So 1st and 10 now. Play action. One other question I do have, though, is why did we play the Eagles in the preseason? Isn't that a thing that's not supposed to happen? Like, your preseason games are supposed to be against teams that you don't play in the regular season, right? I I don't think that's normal. By the way, for what it's worth, if you're wondering, we killed the Eagles, but then it turned out it was on pro difficulty because, I mean, EA, they love messing things up. Kind of want to do a bootleg here. Might be another catch in the flat for Kamarian Pimpton. He's pretty good at those. Pretty fast tight end. Got a little bit of wiggle to him, though not on that play. Second and 5. I don't love it. Oh, but we almost had the touchdown. Really, what I fell victim to there was my own lack of confidence, I'd say, as I thought I wasn't going to be able to have an open receiver, so I started scrambling and kind of getting ready to throw it away. If I just stood there in the pocket, it's probably a touchdown. Instead, I asked May to make the throw on the run, and it's missed. Setting up a big 3rd and 5 as we try to tie this game, but we got Douglas, and there's Demario Douglas into the end zone. I mean, I feel good about how this is going. We're on a play-in, play-out basis. Like, they've had one good play of offense, and we've had probably like 10. You look at the passing, May's the only one with yards. I mean, outside of the 75, Gordon is 2 for 2, and then Hurts is 1 for 1. But we're actually running this pretty well with Stevenson. Let's go the nickel. Colby Brothers in is fine. Got Antonio Johnson in, and he's going to continue to get bodied. See, that was a 3 safety. The one thing that was different there is we did have we only had 2 corners. We had 5 D linemen in that set in this 3-3 Cub. So it makes it a little bit more formidable versus the run. As opposed to the first play of the game, we're in basically dime coverage because you had a safety in for the linebacker. But really, like, oh shoot, this is not ideal. So we got, why is Wilson in? No wonder we got bodied. Almost a sack. Okay, so we got all kinds of problems. Like, the CPU just, like, totally messed up this formation. Okay. I think that might be Hurts' first completion of the day. And it comes off a play action, of course. Peppers get down. There's a sack. Bentley on the blitz. Good coverage. Really good coverage. I'm going to play a lot of this stuff where we're kind of bringing extra guys into the box. Oof. That was, I think, supposed to be... It's either Phillips or it was the slot corner's responsibility. And one way or the other, they totally abandoned it. Okay. 3rd and 6. Come on, defense. Time for Hurts, and he's going to run for it. All right. 1st and 10. They're going to take a delay. So, I mean, it's a very, very run-heavy offense. Like, the majority of their dropbacks even are runs. I think. Bentley, you got to get a little bit over. And the D-line can play that run if they go right. All right, more motion. They're going to get it off. Going to be a play action. Going to be a sack from Uche! And he had somebody unguarded in the flat. I don't know what is going on with my coverage. Like, I'm just having guys totally leave their assignments here. I'm wondering if we're in, like... Like, it feels like they're playing some kind of weird match principles. So 3rd and 20 now. And we'll let them get into field goal range. But no more. Yeah, Cooper, that's not really for... Okay. So the Eagles take back the lead. Thanks to the big Hurts scramble on 3rd down, really what got him into field goal range. But we're not going to get forward progress on that because we stayed on our feet. Pretty time-consuming drive for the Birds. Pipton breaking tackles, spinning away from everybody. And a strong catch, too. Probably man. Tempted to try something, but I think we'll just get the first on the ground. Getting a lot of these man looks. Not here, though. Done a lot of boots with Pimpton as the flat guy. Now we'll use Clyde Rich and have Pimpton go as the crosser. And kind of an awkward play there. I mean, he had plenty of space, just closed down. All right. What do we got going on here? No! Pimpton! Or not. That could have been a huge play, too. I didn't realize the safety takes... Well, maybe he's got it. I was going to say the safety was taking kind of a bad angle. Like, it almost seemed like McMillan was about to outrun him and get past him. But in retrospect, I think he just slowed down after he saw the ball hit the O-lineman. Third and 10. Ariza gonna boot this one away. Pretty low kick. Didn't really outkick the coverage though. Good work by Paul Montgomery. Well, that's fine. First and 10. There's a good tackle by Bentley. I want to have leverage to be waiting for any of these crosser stuff. Let's go here. Play. Ooh. I don't like this. We'll line up normally. And I get stuck on the D-line as it's a touchdown. What the heck? There's so many missed assignments in this game defensively. A lot that we've gotten away with. There's 2 deep zones here. So you got Peppers and you got Kyler Gordon. And I don't know what Jabril Peppers is doing. Like, he's supposed to be playing a deep zone and he decides that he's just gonna like play man on the tight end. And I mean, it's another just free 7 for Philadelphia because we're like just comically incompetent at these random times. Like, we're still doing really well play in and play out. Like, in terms of the Eagles' median success, yardage, like, it's horrible. They can't do anything except for these 2 plays. And it's just bizarre. Like, I've never seen this many, like, guys that just totally abandon their coverage. Like, if you get beat, you get beat, but like, they're just doing the wrong stuff. And I don't know if it's like a momentum thing. I don't know what to say. Offense has been moving it at least. Slide. There's so many times where I slide and it doesn't do anything. No! And it's another... Made at the locker room, man. So it's going to be the Garrett Hurd game. Garrett Hurd, his first completion is a first down. There's a world where that's Drake May's final snap as a Patriot. And it's a snap where I press the button to slide. And he just... No, come on! Oh, we're fine. Okay, dislocated shoulder. That's ridiculous. What are we doing? Like, I don't understand how you missed that throw to Gibson. Are you kidding me? And worst of all, it stops the clock with more time than there needed to be so that the Eagles can get extra. Like if we just taken the delay, it would have been less time for him. So I don't know what I gotta do. Like it feels like there's like just some kind of issue we're having here. Oh, don't go all the way back there. Dude, follow your guy. Great double move. I called timeout and it ignored me. Okay. I mean, this should not be a losing effort. Like, it's kind of crazy. Everything working against us today. The miss to Gibson cost us points. The miss to T-Mac cost us points. And I think we're just gonna probably call that good. Lee Drake may perform really well against the Commanders. Man, that's why I didn't kick before. So if we could kick and you take away the miss to Gibson, the miss to T-Mac, it's 17-16 right now. If EA had our depth chart right, it's probably 16-10, our lead. Because they got that whole touchdown off of EA putting the wrong guy in the game. And I shouldn't have to check my depth chart before every single game to make sure that it's the same way that it used to be. That shouldn't have to be how it works. And that's the luckiest coverage you'll ever see. He's not even looking for he has no idea what he's doing. Not even looking for the ball. Just happens to get in the way of it. 3rd and 6. There's a first down. I think Jordan Davis hurt. He'll come back in though. And take a sack. Have my eyes downfield. Third and 16. Oh, we got Titaroa McMillan. He's the king of comebacks and curls today. We win this game. Hurd, coming in, first NFL game, really. Down by 10. This would be a legendary way to start your career. But Titaroa has been just massive. More ways than one. We gotta figure out if we could kick, man, we'd be twice kind of punted in spots where I had makeable field goals, and once missed the field goal. And we're still right in this game. Like, we're finding open guys. They can't cover us. First and 10. Play action. Douglas a little bit. Who catches Hurd's first career touchdown? Second and 7. It might be Douglas, looking for his second of the game. He's got it! What a drive. This team vindicates like my whole mentality of always deferring when I win the toss. Like it's like every opening third quarter drive, I feel like we've been doing really well. Where it's that little bit of extra time to settle in and figure things out. But if you look at this game, like 17-5 first downs, we're outgaining them by 30 yards. Like, it really, you look at any of these numbers and it's like, how are we losing? Other than rush yards, we're winning pretty much every metric. We're winning the sack battle for sure. We're winning the yardage battle. We're winning the first down battle. I didn't check time of possession, but I'm sure we're winning that like 2-1. That's probably a slight exaggeration. Winning it like just a little more than 2-1. Oh, shoot. It's a fast little guy. Okay. I got a little bit slow to react. 3rd and 5. Come on, Hurts. Give me a QB draw. Ah, that's not where I wanted you to run. Like I said, like it's all run stuff. Even when they're dropping back, they're doing a lot of running. And I mean, I was on that, and he took a massive lick too. If I throw that pass, it's incomplete. That's the, there's a Tyler Batty sack. Hmm. Gotta watch his QB scramble, guys. 3rd and 7. Hurts in the gun. Back to pass. He's looking and he's got a man. It'll hit us with a little bit of our own medicine on that comebacker. Keep him out of the end zone. Keep it a one-score game, and let's let Hurd go take this lead. Sorry, I don't really buy that you want to throw this. 2nd and 4. Okay, they do want to throw it, but like not really. No, Uche! Come on, man! That's a sack! It's just comical. Like where exactly are we? What are we defending here? Like, what are we distracted by? There's literally nobody on that side of the field but Hurts. And we got 3 guys, and 2 of them don't react, and one of them just totally whiffs on the tackle, takes a bad angle. That's their best drive of the game, and it still wasn't that good. Tons and tons of 3rd down conversions. Not often you get 2 sacks and should have been a 3rd. Man, Garrett Hurd is like the king of the throw to the halfback, let me tell you. Or the back. That's not a halfback, but not getting Garrett Hurd injured. We're gonna hand that off. I don't know how we only got 2 on that, but whatever. So that'll be the end of the 3rd quarter. Patriots head into the 4th trailing 24-14. This is actually kind of a big game because of it does impact our tiebreaker with the Bills since it's a common opponent. Like the protection call. No, it's a wide open Palmer and it's knocked at the line. I mean, you can't get it any better than that. You got the protection called, and it's just we're losing our one-on-ones here. Like, CB Nixon, man. Oof. Layden Robinson, superstar tackle. Or superstar guard. Umwenu gets beat inside. And Umwenu's the one that ends up costing us a huge gain. Nobody guarding the little underneath route. Third and 8. That's pretty much your game. Man, if we could kick field goals, that would be just such a difference. Like this is a totally different game if we could have converted those three drives where we were at, the 35, 40-ish and kicked and didn't get anything out of them. What the heck? And yeah, the defense just really two plays that ruin a otherwise good performance, but oh, those two plays were horrible. 2nd and 4, they barely get it off. Jalen Hurts just like, even when he's completing passes, he doesn't look good. Like he just looks panicked back there. Like, what are we doing? Don't go over there, dude. Yeah. I mean, we just can't tackle today. And we're sometimes having just really bad missed assignments. And the offense is, getting screwed over about as much as usually happens, but just at the worst times. Johnson just gets bodied. Like, he's having a horrible day. And I'll bet we're still winning most of the stats. But it's GG's. Very different game if we could have made that field goal and, maybe given up one fewer of those touchdowns. Third and 3, Hurts in the gun with 2 tight ends. And this offense is just annoying. They're so bad until they need to be, and then they just... Pop pass. 31-14. Just, I mean, I don't know what to do. Every game we've played this year has been winnable. We've never been completely outclassed, I don't believe. But this team is not really all that consistent. Well, that's one way to work. We had him deep. So you get a look at Garrett Hurd. Man. They're just putting a safety at linebacker. I don't know who that guy is. And we had Gibson, but scat protection is tough. Let's play Uche. I suppose this is like what I said before about the Eagles' defenses, or the Eagles' offense is so bad when it doesn't matter. Maybe there's a chance we could make this a one-score game. Nope. Oh no. I have no idea who was hurt. Eagles insist on being bad sports, which is hardly a surprise. Trying to run up the score. We're not going to let them get a touchdown, though they do pull off some empty yards. So 31-17 your final. Hurd looked actually pretty good in his debut, honestly. May good. Hurts only had one incompletion. We still, I mean, we won the first downs. They did get the offensive yards in the end. Yeah, they won third down. They did step up in the end. I'll give them. They even won possession time. Wow. Still, if we could kick, we'd be dangerous. Uche with 2 sacks. I mean, you're still in good position to be a wild card at minimum. And May's got a dislocated shoulder, so he should destroy the Commanders.